guys, dashing here and live. We are again here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. for part 2 of Showdown at the Senate. Indeed, Shea Hoxton sat behind the general manager's desk, and to his credit, putting together quite a show. Last night, incredible from top to bottom, and tonight going to be no different as we jump straight to our first matchup of the evening. And Shea Hoxton, pretty uncharacteristic of him, giving Showrong one of her dream matches. A couple weeks ago, it was Showrong who revealed to the CMV universe a list of things she wants to do, matches she wants to have before she officially retires. And one of those matches was against Maggie Shaw. So Shea Hoxton giving her the opportunity to cross one of those items off her list here tonight. And Showrong saying the reason that she wanted this matchup so badly was because, well, obviously Maggie Shaw, the new tag team partner of Riley Van Wilson, they are women's tag team champions together. Showrong wanting to make sure, she said, that Maggie Shaw has got RBW's back. That RBW is in good hands. And wants to test the second generation superstar herself. But of course, we learned last night that another element has been added to this matchup. This is now officially an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, so putting even more importance on this matchup here tonight for Showrong. You know that Beatrice Lotus, along with Astrid Stern, Isabella Almas, set to enter the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory, where the winner will then advance to a World Championship match against Ellie Quinn at the Show of Shows, Ascendance 11. So who is going to join the lineup? Maggie Shaw, Showrong. Showrong comes out ready to start swanging. Big back elbow, gonna catch her on the rebound. Now, of course, Showrong's career shortened. It was already shortened a couple of years ago with what she went through with Riley Van Wilson, but even more so after what Ashley Wright did to her months and months ago at Attack on Australia. Showrong believing, the doctor's telling her she might only have a little over a year left, if that. Not a lot of time to accomplish everything left that she wants to accomplish before her time in that wrestling ring comes to an end. One of those things is also finally holding the Women's World Championship. Remember, she's a former Miss Magnificent 8 holder, but cashed in and failed. Failed her cash in. So here's perhaps what very well may be one last opportunity, but she's got to get through Maggie Shaw. And we know Maggie Shaw's tag team partner, Riley Van Wilson, who I'm sure is watching this matchup, not at ringside. I'm sure it would be tough for her to choose a corner. But she did qualify for the Elimination Chamber herself. Beatrice Lotus, Riley Van Wilson, Astrid Stern, and Isabella Almas. The 6th and final spot will be filled later on this evening, guys. Of course, last night we had a 10-man over-the-top rope battle royal to see who was going to get the last spot in the men's Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. That was won by Bob Luger. And here tonight, it's a 10 women over-the-top rope battle royal to see who will get that 6th and final spot inside the chamber at Purgatory. Ellie Quinn awaiting the victor on the grandest stage of them all. And of course, here tonight, guys, our main event, the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, will be on the line as Bloody Justice must defend against Richard Chellaney and the general manager for the night, Shea Hoxton. No doubt, Bloody Justice's reign is in serious jeopardy. The deck so thoroughly stacked against him here. Is there any way he can leave Washington, D.C. still champion? Shay Hodgson has done just about all he can do to make sure that does not happen. Maggie Shaw, big closed fist, of course, second generation superstar. You do not want to get into a brawl with Maggie Shaw, the daughter of Billy. Prolific brawler in CMV history. Into the corner, though. Shaw is set. Xiaorong saying she's going to give Maggie Shaw all she can handle here tonight, and then some. Testing her mettle. Big stomp to the chest. Shaw able to get out of the corner. But Xiaorong going to keep the pressure on. Kick to the midsection. Grabbing Xiao by the hair. Here comes that right hand. Right between the eyes. And that's usually a prelude for the Shaw Shake Redemption. 1, 2. Nearly able to not only prove herself to Xiaorong, but grab that spot inside the Elimination Chamber. Xiaorong, of course, with so little time left, has to protect her neck at all costs. But it's never been the type to play it safe. Maggie Shaw can't afford to hold anything back. Obviously, with such a golden opportunity on the line here in this matchup. Slowly picks Xiaorong to her feet, hurting after that Shaw Shake Redemption. She may have kicked out, but Shaw still firmly in control. Beautiful swinging side slam. Followed up by a stiff kick to the lower back and a forearm. Right to the face. Kick to the midsection, keeping Xiaorong back. Springboard drop kick. Quick thinking by Maggie Shaw. Able to retake the driver's seat. Xiaorong trying to get back to her feet. Right hook dodged by Xiaorong. Great combination being put together. Samoan driver by the Empress. Who since her return, guys, has been lethal. I mean, we saw what she did to Ashley Riot last month. We saw Ashley Riot last night. The burns all over her body, the bandaging. Her main goal, of course, to get revenge against the Deathmatch Princess, but that can't be what's on her mind here. Pulled back into an elbow, stomp to the arm. Xiaorong coolly, though, able to re-obtain the upper hand, and now, oh, I don't even know what to call that. Stacks her up, though, for the win. Big Domenico Zaccardi fan. Hitting the Z spot right there. She's not finished, though. Lining up her shot from the corner here. Oh, knee to the face. Good night, Maggie Shaw. 1, 2. Well, Xiaorong wanted to test the resolve of Maggie Shaw. And the fans liking what they're seeing here, so am I. What a way to kick off part 2 of Showdown at the Senate. Xiaorong's getting that fight she was looking for. Knees to the side of the head. Maggie Shaw begins to stir. Then Maggie Shaw and Zaguri knocking Xiaorong off her feet. Now going to drag her away from the ropes. Shaw's got something in mind here. Picks her up. Another slobber knocker. Right down the gullet, but Maggie Shaw gonna make sure the job is done. Going for Shaw Shake Redemption again. But Xiaorong able to counter, able to keep Maggie Shaw at bay. And now, the Psycho Driver into the pin. 1, 2, 3. Xiaorong is going to purgatory. What a match. Oh, what a win for the Empress. Xiaorong joins the lineup at Purgatory inside the Elimination Chamber. Beatrice Lotus, RVW, Astrid Stern, Isabella Almas, now Xiaorong. Only one spot left to be filled. We'll find out who's going to get it later tonight, but another impressive victory for the Empress. Anything for you, baby. On next matchup, guys, here at Showdown at the Senate Part 2, the Earl, one-on-one with Joseph Santos. And the Earl still undefeated one-on-one, but it was, of course, back at homecoming. He was indeed eliminated, put to sleep by John Lipnick in that fatal four-way elimination match. Lipnick leaving Miami, the new Intercontinental Champion, the Earl. Not happy about this, saying he deserves to hold that Intercontinental Championship, that Miami was nothing more than a fluke. Lipnick did not beat him man-to-man, and so he has called Lipnick out. Wants a one-on-one shot at the Intercontinental Championship, and we saw the Earl attempt to make off with the Intercontinental Championship last week here on Shockwave. During Lipnick's match against Amber Reed, took the championship, tried to hightail it, but Lipnick stopped him. Well, good news for the Earl, as it has been made official at Purgatory, guys. He will get his desired one-on-one shot against John Lipnick for the Intercontinental Championship, but tonight he has to worry about Joseph Santos. Certainly a competitor he can't afford to look past. Joseph Santos, of course, preparing to enter the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. His shot to go on and headline Ascendance 11 against an old foe and Chris Diamond for the Global Championship, but there's 5 other competitors just as hungry as he is standing in his way within the Devil's Domain come Purgatory. Ben Stacy, Josh Wolf, Bob Luger, as we found out just last night, Jay Young, some of the absolute best of the best, and some men Joseph Santos knows very well. This is a first time encounter here between the Earl and the Rat in the Hat. Will the Earl be handed his first loss, mano a mano, here tonight in Washington, D.C. That's what we're going to find out. Earl Santos. Ref going to ring that bell. Let's get it on as Earl charging Santos. Tries to go low, but doesn't do himself much good. Off the ropes goes Santos. Springboard savant kick coming up. Next, guys, that 10 women over the top rope battle royal. We're going to find out who gets that 6th and final spot inside the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. We've also got Jay Young one-on-one with Xander Slate. Could be a potential humdinger right there. Not to mention our main event. What a whopper triple threat match for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Bloody Justice defends against Richard Delaney and Shay Hoxton. Basement drop kick there by the Earl. Santos grabbed by the bridge of his nose. Big slap right across the face. And once was not enough for the Earl. Again. Delivers a hellacious blow, reddening the cheek of Joseph Santos. The Earl now going to try to take Santos for a little bit of a walk. Easier said than done. The Rat able to escape with some elbows to the midsection. Lipnick got to absolutely hate this match if he's watching. Of course, no fan of the Earl, and certainly no fan of Joseph Santos. But I'm sure he's hoping in this instance that Santos could perhaps knock off the Earl. Oh! Santos with a tombstone! Beating the Earl to the punch, but Earl just tries to get right back up. That's got to be pure instinct put back down, however. Santos on his game right here. I was going to say, Lipnick got to be hoping. Santos picks up the win. Dispatch all of the Earl's momentum he might be carrying with him into Purgatory. To a count of 2 here. Santos taking this fight right back into the ring, though. Not playing around with the Earl. The Earl going to try to charge him as he gets back into the ring. Pump kick, though. Thwarted as now he's put into the corner. Right hands from Santos. Letting up the jaw at the 4th of July. European uppercut. Knocking the Earl off his feet, down in the corner, quickly back up, though. Earl not one to stay down for long. Busting Santos wide open off that fist drop. And now a guillotine. Guillotine locked in nice and tight by the Earl here. Trying to turn a page out of Lipnick's playbook, perhaps put Santos to sleep here tonight. Not to be. Great combination of kicks there, finishing with an enziguri. Earl, though, back to life, wrenching the arm of Santos. Tries to charge him. Santos sees it coming, kicks to the back of the leg. Back and forth here between these two. Hangman's neck breaker. Followed up by a kick right to the middle of the back. Santos going into the corner. We know what he's looking for here, my friends. Kick, but the Earl getting wise. Snap German suplex only gets himself a 2 count, though. Nicely done by the Earl into the full mount, right hands, and another stiff slap across the face. No respect to be had. Irish whip. Sends him off the ropes. Not too sure what the hell that was. Took Earl off his feet, though. Oh, come on now. That's just disgusting. That's not gentlemanly. Crotch to the face. Yeah, Earl's pissed off now. How dare ye? Basement drop kick to no effect. Irish whip, and on the rebound. Open palm strike to the gut. Double knees to the face. Earl's starting to throw a hand. Santos, though, tries to go from the forearm to the lower back. Luthez press. Earl is pissed off at this point. Fired up. There's that double leg takedown. We know what comes next. Kiss the fist. Good night. Into the pin. Ref. 1, 2. Well, ref took her sweet time right there. Otherwise, this match might be over. Waiting for Santos to pick himself up in the corner. Ooh. Death Valley bomb out of the corner. But Santos takes it on the chin. Back to his feet. Jumping back elbow. Earl quick to escape to ringside, but Santos stays on him. Like white on rice, baby. Laying out the Earl. I think my voice might just be permanently done for. Still nobody taking the time to massage my throat. Unbelievable. After all I've done. All I've done for everyone here in CMV. Back into the ring, the Earl takes this fight. Santos trying to pick himself up. Earl helps him out like the gentleman he is, just to meet him with old world blues. But Santos kicking out. Wide-eyed is the Earl, but tries to go back on the attack. Santos sweeps him off his feet. Clothesline. And again, Earl won't stay down. Off the ropes. Falling drop kick. Santos fired up now. The fans certainly on his side as Earl tosses him into the corner. Tries for a cheeky jab. Santos fights his way out. Schoolboy kick to the side of the head. Earl's in trouble. Florida flatliner. Uno, dos. But no tres for the rat in the hat. But he's going to try again. For the bird kick to the top. We know what comes next, baby. Frog splash, but the Earl saw it coming. He seeked it. He seeked it, the foe. And now the Earl not going to give Santos another chance. Old World Blues a second time. Santos sees it coming, though. Able to avoid it this time around. Kick to the top, the headman back and forth. What a matchup this has turned out to be here. Crucifix driver down in the corner is the Earl. Will he taste his first singles loss on this evening, live from our nation's capital? Tries to go low. Santos keeps his distance. Earl from behind, snap German. Santos picks himself up in the corner. Earl right there waiting for him. Santos the quicker. Staying out of the reach of Earl. Leapfrog. Tilt-a-whirl single knee backbreaker right into the pin. A desperate Santos here, but perhaps that desperation will pay off. The Earl so nearly tasting defeat. Santos can't believe it. He thought that was it for sure right there. Earl's not done yet. Slap across the face, forearm, and again, kick to the gut, up against the ropes, nowhere to go, battles back. Tries to charge Santos. The speed, though, of Joseph Santos, too much for Earl to handle in this match. To the top. Gotta be looking for it again. Frog splash, he made it a second time. The Earl says, I don't think so. Punch between the eyes, desperate is Santos, crawling into the corner, picking himself up, nothing left to give, but still fighting. Running on fumes, but not quitting, that's the story of Joseph Santos, and always has been. The Earl circling Santos, hoists him up, Old World Blues a second time, 1, 2. The Earl beside himself, unwilling to believe Santos just kicked out again. Kicking it old school now with a vertical suplex. Bare knee to the face, took too long lining it up. Santos able to get out of the way. Hurricane Rana. Some right hands of his own. Earl trying to get out of harm's way here, but Santos on him like peanut butter on jelly, boy. There ain't no running from the corner. Earl, though, knows what's coming. Sheesh! My man's throwing hands. This has evolved into an absolute thrashing now. A proper thrashing. Extends the arm, stomps to the bare hand of Joseph Santos. Earl's got to be thinking, what do I do at this point, man? How does he keep Joseph Santos down? Well, back into the ring, this fight is taken. Earl, though, caught with a punch in the midsection. Santos tries to act quickly, not quick enough. Cheeky jab, Earl goes low yet again. Double leg takedown, kiss the fist, sets him up, good night. But Earl, not having it, gonna make sure this match is over. Old World Blues a third time, 1, 2. What? No shot. Santos picking himself up off the ropes. Springboard Samoa kick. Standing shooting star. How the hell is Santos still standing? Another tilt-a-whirl single knee backbreaker. Joseph Santos. We know his resolve well. We know his heart, his determination, but man. Kick to the knee. Now jumping off the Earl's knee. Innovative offense there. They say the third time's the charm. Can Santos finally hit it? Frog splash! 1, 2! But the Earl refusing to taste defeat. Another standing shooting star. Yet again, one time too many. Earl gets up the knees. Basement drop kick keeping Santos down, but he will not stay down. Kick to the midsection, Earl. Walking him over to the ropes. Just throwing him out of the ring. Good Lord. Now back into the ring. How is Santos standing, man? How? No clean ring entry for the Earl. Crucifix driver. Earl tries to get out of harm's way. Punch to the midsection, gets back to his feet. Kick to the gut by Santos. Forearm smash. Kick to the knee. Kick to the gut. Stomp to the face, though. Oh, runs right into that leg lariat. To the top. Is he looking for it again? No, an elbow drop. Right between the shoulder blades of the Earl. Slowly picks him up, looks him in the eyes. Earl waiting for him with a kick. Off the ropes goes Santos. Drop down. Leapfrog. Shot to the gut. Double knees to the face. Grabs him by the hair. Pulls him up to his feet. What a chop. Thrown down with a hip toss, though. Santos trying to stay on the Earl. Grabs the arm. Good old-fashioned Russian leg sweep. And Earl, again, a third time. Kiss to the fist. Lariat. Trying to take off Santos' head. Earl knows it's over. 1, 2, 3. What a match. A barn burner if there ever was one, but the Earl remains unbeaten mano a mano. The furthest he has been pushed, no doubt about it. In preparation for Purgatory, the Earl must be ready to deliver the fight he delivered here tonight and then some if he hopes to leave with that Intercontinental Championship. But barely. The Earl survives, but survives he does. Another impressive win for the Earl. it is our bonus matchup of the evening coming up next, guys. Of course, last night during part one, the men had themselves an over-the-top rope battle royal. We found out Bob Luger would be taking the final spot in the men's elimination chamber match at Purgatory. Now it's time to see who will get the sixth and final spot in the women's elimination chamber match at Purgatory. A 10-woman over-the-top rope battle royale. And at number one, it is Joy Justice, who knows full well what it means to fight for that Women's World Championship on the grandest stage of them all. It was Ascendance 8 that Joy Justice defeated Danielle Davis for the Women's World Championship. And that, of course, is what the victor of the Elimination Chamber match in Purgatory will receive, a shot at the Women's World Championship on the grandest stage of them all, Ascendance 11. Probably still sore from that Tornado Tag Team Extreme Rules match last night. But again, not going to miss out on an opportunity like this. Yeah, hopefully everyone learned from Brandon Ace's mistake last night. Beatrice Lotus, RVW, Astrid Stern, Isabella Almas, and Xiao Rong awaiting the winner of this matchup. 6 women to enter the Devil's Domain at Purgatory, and look who it is. Number 2, none other than the 3-time Women's World Champion, Ashley Rain. Of course, with a bone to pick. Specifically, Ellie Quinn's management, Danielle Reed, excuse me. Still thinking about Danielle Davis. And we saw on Octane, Ashley Rain ensuring Reed was no factor in that matchup between Ellie Quinn and Astrid Stern. Got herself and Reed ejected, ended up actually allowing Stern to pick up the win against the Women's World Champion. So we know who's starting things off. Age-old rivals here. Joy Justice and Ashley Rain in this 10-woman over-the-top rope battle royal. A long, long history. Oh, Joy Justice, as soon as the bell rings, deciding to mock Ashley Rain. Takes her down, but Joy Justice straight back up, charges her with a bicycle knee to the chest. Brandon Ace would be proud of that move right there. Kick to the midsection. Tough to get someone the size of Joy Justice up over the top rope. Certainly gives her the upper hand in a matchup like this. I would wager to guess probably going to be the biggest woman in this matchup. And of course, the only one way you can eliminate someone in this matchup, tossing them over the top rope. Both their feet must hit the floor. They're gonzo. Their opportunity to potentially headline Ascendance 11 down the drain. And here comes number 3 as Ashley Rain going to counter out of that choke bomb attempt. Oh, well, I'm immediately proven wrong. Joy Justice not going to be the biggest woman in this matchup, because here comes the muscle mommy. Here comes Celestina Marquez. Who might not even be here tonight if not for Gianna saving her skin on Octane last week. And the Uncut Gems were fixing to take her out with a steel chair. Gianna swooped in, drove them off, so Marquez certainly has a thank you note to write to Miss Gianna, but coming out here tonight, looking to potentially earn herself a spot inside the chamber at Purgatory. Rain gonna attempt to charge Joy Justice, but Marquez running interference, butterfly DDT. Looks like Marquez and Rain have perhaps formulated a bit of an alliance here, teaming up on Joy Justice. It's never such a bad strategy, man, to work together with someone else in a predicament like this. Thin the herd, if you will, and then focus on one another. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I lasted the longest in the Royal Rumble match a couple of years ago, just in case you didn't know. And here comes number 4, who knows a lot. about Royal Rumble matches and about Battle Royals. Of course, Ari Lee, winner of the Women's Royal Rumble match back at Mob Violence towards the end of last season, and went on to defeat who else? Ashley Rain at Validation to capture the Women's World Championship. Immediately put in trouble at the hands of Celestina Marquez, though. Ari Lee gotta be a favorite now. Goes right after Ashley Rain. Now we're still to see a rubber match between these two. Highly anticipated, because of course Ari Lee beat Ashley Rain at Validation, but then Ashley Rain at Fortune took back the Women's World Championship, beating Lee. That's not what this matchup is about. Not tonight. It's about gaining entry into the chamber. Joy Justice might be the first eliminated here at the hands of Ashley Rain, as we wait to see who's going to be number 5. And it's Amber Young. Amber Young, who I'd say got to check her emotions coming into this matchup, because we know she's been having some troubles with Ari Lee the last few weeks. And of course, she's going to go right after her rival. And that's what I'm talking about. That's not what this match is about. Joy Justice dropping. She gets dropped by Ashley Rain. Chest first on the top rope there. Amber Young annoyed with Ari Lee. Annoyed that Ari Lee dared to fight back against her. Had the gall to stand up for herself. Ashley Rain wanted to get herself out of the corner there. Scoop slam for the former Women's World Champion in her own right. Former Queen of the Ring, Joy Justice, beat Ashley Rain in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament years ago. In fact, that's what gained her the Women's World Championship match at Ascendance 8, where she beat Danielle Davis. Hang on a second! Look who it is, guys. Number 6, Nina. Nina returning to action. We've not seen her since the end of last season, guys. The former Women's Hardcore Champion making her return, and in big fashion here tonight. Goes right after Amber Young, trying to instantly make an elimination, but Young fights her way back in. The ring's starting to fill up at this point. Nobody's been eliminated yet. Ari Lee laying out Joy Justice. Young able to get herself out of the corner, back and forth here with Mina as Rain with a wide strategy. Collecting herself under the bottom rope there. Now back into the fight, dragging Mina over to the ropes. Took a little bit too long, though. Mina able to fight free. Great to see Mina back. What a return it would be if she could potentially become a part of that #1 Contenders Elimination Chamber. Joy Justice might be in trouble here. Ashley Riot coming in at number 7, guys. Last night making her return to action after a month on the shelf, dealing with those burns to her body, courtesy of Showdown, who of course we just saw at the top of the show, guys, qualify for the chamber. Oh, there goes Joy! Joy Justice eliminated. We finally have our first elimination. Ashley Rain takes out Joy Justice. Mina might be joining her relatively shortly. Now gets back into the ring. As the Ashleys do battle here. Shades of their collision back at Mob Violence. Riot's time in this battle royal might be short-lived. That's what it's about, guys. An opportunity to enter the Elimination Chamber. Oh my God. Guys, Rain was just about to eliminate Riot, but got bumped into. Knocked her off her game. Riot, he just got so lucky. And number 8. The 30-time women's champion. Nearly 20 years of experience in the game. Lexa Moniz making her return to CMV last week on Octane. Of course, actually lost a chamber qualifier to Isabella Almas, but a second opportunity for the veteran here tonight. The ring is getting busy. We've only had one elimination. That was Joy Justice. Only 2 women left to enter. As we find out who's entering the chamber, who's going to join Beatrice Lotus, RBW, Astrid Stern, Isabella Almas, and Showdown, fighting for the opportunity to challenge Ellie Quinn at Ascendance 11 for the Women's World Championship. Lexi Moniz going right after Ashley Rain. It's got her up on the top. What the hell? Why would Amber Young do that? Moniz was just about to eliminate Rain, and Young came and saved her. Or perhaps Young and Rain have some sort of prior agreement to work together. I'm not sure. And here comes number 9, guys, Precious Pratt, who herself lost an Elimination Chamber qualifier. But a second opportunity for Pratt as she rushes into the ring. We see Moniz and Riot working together here. Big right hook to the jaw of Nina. But then Young quick to lay out the veteran with a one-night stand. Ninaplex. Ninaplex takes down the former mixed martial artist. As we see Ray with an elbow to the throat of Riot. If number 10 is Post Malone, I'm getting up from this desk right now and I'm leaving and never coming back. Postina Malone. Ashley Rain attempted vertical suplex there on Precious Pratt. Clothesline to the back of the head though. Of course, Pratt losing to Riley Van Wilson in their qualifier last week, but second opportunity. We gotta start fitting the herd here, man. Ashley Rain been in there the longest. She started this match with Joy Justice. This goes to show, man, how badly every single woman wants this opportunity, wants this shot. Oh, there goes Pratt! Pratt taken out by Lexi Moniz. Precious Pratt not lasted all that long here. Moniz going right after Marquez now, but Riot comes to save the muscle mommy. What is going on? Oh! Who just got eliminated? Ashley Rain? Yeah, Ashley Rain! Ashley Rain eliminated, guys. Her hopes of becoming a four-time Women's World Champion at Ascendance 11 dashed. That's a big elimination right there. And then there were 6, but we still have one woman left to enter, number 10. Rapid kick to the face of Moniz, courtesy of the Deathmatch Princess. Turns and caught by a kick to the jaw by Ari Lee, though. Moniz off the ropes, Hurricane Rana spiking Marquez. Beat defeat for Lee. Amber Young trying to catch her breath back into the fight, though, sending Riot into the corner. Marquez from behind with a clothesline, though. There's number 10. She's just biding her time, huh? In the gorilla position. She ain't in no rush. There'll be a couple more eliminations. Why not? Riot skidding the cat right there. And finally, we await the arrival of number 10 as Ashley Riot delivers that pile driver to Amber Young, and the final woman to enter this matchup, Chloe Marks. The 10th and final entry here, also with a second shot, before she lost her qualifier to Beatrice Lotus on the last episode of Shockwave. Great number for Chloe Marks. Coming in nice and fresh and goes right for Mina. Looking for an immediate elimination, guys. She might get it. She does! Marks instantly takes out Mina. Mina eliminated. We are down to the final 6 now. Who's getting that final spot inside the elimination chamber? Who's going to purgatory? Who's one step closer to a potential shot at the Women's World Championship? Chloe Chloe Marks just entered the match and already under the bottom rope over there, just trying to stay out of the fight. Chloe Marks knows what she's doing, man. Brilliant strategy. Amber Young looking worse for wear. She stands in the corner, waiting for an opening. Gonna take it against Ari Lee here. Drops her on her neck with that Snapdragon suplex, but Marquez with the backslide driver. One of these 6 women will be joining Beatrice Lotus, RBW, Astrid Stern, Isabella Almas, and Showdown inside the Devil's Domain at Purgatory. And it's not going to be Chloe Marks! Chloe Marks entered last, but eliminated it. Marquez just easily tossing her over the top rope like it's nothing. So Chloe Marks a second opportunity, but still unable to punch her ticket to Purgatory. Amber Young ganged up on by Marquez and Riot. Final 5. Marquez tossing Moniz into the corner. The Muscle Mommy looking to take out the 30-time women's champion. Moniz is struggling but managing to hang on. She can't forever though. Able to fight back into the ring. There's Riot. Hopes for a bit of a pause, bit of refuge there underneath the bottom rope. Moniz now trying to take out Young, fights back. Ari Lee with a shot to the knee of the former women's hardcore champion. Amber Young hanging on for dear life. Gets back into the ring. Ari Lee, single underhook, knee to the chest. Lung blower, gonna have Riot gasping for breath as Moniz just goes ham on the left knee of Amber Young. Ari Lee dragged in the corner by Ashley Riot. Ari Lee might be the next to hit the showers. Riot's got her teetering up there on the top, and Ari Lee is eliminated. And then there were 4. Ari Lee taken out at the hands of the Deathmatch Princess, who is going to Purgatory. Amber Young, Celestina Marquez, Ashley Riot, or Lexi Moniz. Backslide driver. Lays out Lexi. It definitely seems like Marquez and Riot formulating an alliance in this matchup. Riot just going to step back and watch as Marquez obliterates Moniz here. And now going to drag the veteran over to the ropes. Lexi Moniz taken out. A second opportunity for Moniz, but once again dispatched. And we are down to the final 3. Ashley Riot, Celestina Marquez, or Amber Young. Eat defeat for Young. Celestina Marquez just chilling, waiting in the wings. Riot got a bit frustrated. She decided to intervene there. But now Amber Young thrown over the top. Big knee to the back of the head. She gets taken out, but immediately Riot with a power bomb. Celestina eliminated, and Ashley Riot is going to Purgatory. Well, that alliance didn't last long in the end. Right after Marquez eliminated Amber Young, Riot instantly takes her out. And now the field is set. Beatrice Lotus, RVW, Astrid Stern, Showdown, Isabella Almas, and Ashley Riot inside the chamber at Purgatory. Well, live we are from our nation's capital, guys, Washington, D.C. for Showdown at the Senate 2, and it's time for our co-main event as Jay Young prepares to meet Xander Slate one-on-one. A very interesting matchup put together by our general manager for the night, Shay Hoxton, saying he could have done anything to Xander Slate, could have put him inside of a cage, could have put him against 10 other men in a handicap match, but he said, no, I'm going to put you against who I believe to be the best of the best in that ring. Hoxton saying he's going to enjoy watching Jay Young bend and torture Xander Slate here in this matchup. Jay Young, who prepares to enter the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory, going to be fighting alongside his protege, Ben Stacy. All for the opportunity to go on to Ascendance 11 and challenge Chris Diamond for the Global Championship. Well, we know Hoxton not happy to see in any way, shape, or form Bob Luger winning that Battle Royal last night. But at least he can kick back and watch Jay Young rip and tear at Xander Slate. But not for long. He's got to prepare for our main event coming up next. Triple threat match for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. Hoxton gets up from behind the desk as Bloody Justice will defend against Hox and Richard Delaney. First time ever matchup here between Young and Slate. TV Nightmare, the OG Dirty Heel referee rings the bell. Slate immediately able to block a dropkick attempt into an Alabama slam. When you're against Jay Young, the strategy has certainly got to be to stop him from going after your extremities, from honing in on a specific limb, going to work, softening you up for any number of submission maneuvers. It's been said once, twice, thrice, and I'll say it again. Jay Young, perhaps the greatest technical wrestler to ever enter the CMV ring, trained by Hall of Famer Dave Turner, a former global champion. I just truly believe there is none better purely in that ring than Jay Young. And Shay Hoxton knows that too. That's why he put him up against Xander Slate here tonight. Numerous stomps to the chest. And again, making Young suffer. Rolls to the outside, but Slate trying to stay on top of a big man fixing to fly, but a little bit too slow. Young able to get out of the way. I do, Callum. The question is, do you like CMV? That's what we all want to know. Slate now going to use the apron as a weapon, a tag team partner, if you will, in the absence of Bob Luger. Back into the ring, Young waiting for him though. Hook to the jaw, going to spin it around, tries to go low, off the ropes. Young with a springboard crossbody into the pin. Could it be so easy? Stomp to the back of the ankle, not allowing Slate to get very far. Now a pump handle suplex, tossing Slate overhead. Obviously, Slate with the height advantage, the weight advantage. That's not stopping Jay Young, though. Figure four applied by Jay Young. Shades of an Anarchy Championship match many years ago in which Chris Diamond defeated Xander Slate via a figure four. See, I have a good memory sometimes. I'm sure Diamond watching, hoping that that may have been the end of this matchup. Right there, Brain Buster lays out the OG Dirty Heel. Goes to the ropes again. Another springboard crossbody. Once more, hooks the leg. One. That's all Jay Young's going to get. Jay Young telling his protege Ben Stacy, trust the process, stick to the plan. Once we're inside the elimination chamber at Purgatory, of course, only one man can go to Ascendance 11. Only one man can challenge Chris Diamond for the Global Championship at the Show of Shows. So what exactly is the process? What exactly is the plan? Will Ben Stacy indeed give up such a golden opportunity to allow his mentor to go on and get that shot? Let's not forget 4 other competitors to worry about. Leon Gata, Josh Wolf, Joseph Santos, and Bob Luger. None to be overlooked, none to be underestimated. Hangman's neckbreaker lays out the TV nightmare. Very back and forth here between these two. Slate getting a bit cheeky now as he rubs Young's face into the canvas. Are those fans just holding up like pieces of sheet metal? Did you see that? What the hell was that? Shay Hoxton not allowing any signs in the arena unless they are specifically referencing Hoxton himself and how great he is. Well, Young gets back into the ring. Xander Slate waiting for a forearm, sets up that big old left hook to the jaw. Slowly, Jay Young brought to his feet. Xander Slate met with a kick to the gut. Doesn't want to give Hoxton the satisfaction of watching him topple here tonight, but might not have a choice. Jay Young with that half Nelson suplex. Now has Slate in position. Maybe going for the Regal stretch. Slate starts to stir, though. Young's got to put him back down with a forearm smash. Drags him away from the ropes, but again, Xander Slate able to outmaneuver him. Able to keep his distance. Avoiding at all costs that Regal stretch. And now a Liger bomb at ringside. A hard landing for Jay Young, no doubt about it. Apparently it worked so well once. Why not again? Another Liger bomb. Slowly brings him to his feet. Kicks to the gut, pulled into a short arm clothesline. Oh my God, Xander Slate all about the Liger bomb here. Jay Young says enough is enough, though. Able to counter the third attempt. Blocks that dropkick, no to Slate. Sent back into the ring at the behest of the Kraken. Slate, though, knocks him right back down to the outside. The Show doing what he does best, showing off. Young fires right back at him, though. Dropkick to the back of the head. Basement dropkick just blasting Jay Young, and now setting him up with a kick into the pin. Good night, Jay Young. One gets a rope break. Grabs the bottom rope at the count of 1. Jay Young, knowing exactly where he is. That's that veteran instinct, baby. Slate scrambles to get to his feet. Jay Young trying to set him up perhaps for the bitter end, but counters the counter. Does the TV nightmare, takes out the back of Slate's knee. Goes for a European uppercut. God damn, man, turned into a reversal fest here. Woo! Like it's 1999. Sheesh! Spine buster. Shades a Hall of Famer Paul Anderson right there. 1 count is all Slate's going to get, though. Jay Young rolls to the outside, hoping to catch his breath, but Slate on him, baby. Back suplex. Slate landing with a thud. As now Young going to utilize the ringside environment, tossing Slate ribs first into the steel steps there, but back into the ring just at the count of 4. Resets the count. Slate tries to go low. I'm not exactly sure what he was looking for. But serves himself up to Jay Young. Not for long. Back up to his feet with a kick to the side of the head. Responds to the knee of the temple. Back and forth here between these two. Once more, the fight taken into the ring. Slate! It's like Young knew he was going to try it. Goes for a suicide dive. Young steps out of the way. And Slate eats shit. Look at Jay Young. Cheeky as can be. Young almost daring him to try it again. I don't know if Slate's that stupid, though. Back into the ring. Another Alabama slam. This time Young able to counter it, though. Wiggles free. Drop kick to the back of the head. And Jay Young finally finds his opening. Bitter end. Into the pin. 1, 2. Xander Slate keeps his head above the water. Jay Young's not having it. We know what he's softened him up for. I thought he would go for the Regal stretch. Decides instead to go for another bitter end. Not giving Slate a chance. 1, 2. Kicks out again. And Young's jaw dropped. Young, though, trying to keep his eyes on the prize, trying to stay focused. Slate rakes the eyes. Tries again, kick to the top of the head. Hooks the jaw, gonna spin Slate around. Back suplex, just tossing Slate off to the side like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Double axe handle to the back. Slate out onto the apron. He may have kicked out of the bitter end. Not once but twice, but he is in bad shape, and Jay Young knows it. Tries to knock him off the apron. Slate gets back in. Here's Young going. Slate saying, where you going, son? Oh, not again, Jay Young. Figure four applied. Figure four applied. And once again, Slate in big trouble here. Able to reverse the momentum, though, and now the pressure on the knees of Jay Young. Both men slowly back to their feet. Slate strikes first. Irish whip off the ropes. Slate walk slam! Young pops right back up, though. Slate says, no, man, I got something for you. Trying for the Samoan drop, perhaps. Young escapes with a drop kick right to the back of the head. Tries for a knee drop. Slate gets to his feet. Big old punch to the jaw. Now an Irish whip pulls him back. Counters, though, kick to the gut. And a big forearm. The jaw of Xander Slate loosened here. Tries for the bitter end a third and final time. Slate says, no way. Slaps away that thrust attempt. Half Nelson suplex. And just like that, 1, 2. Jay Young getting increasingly frustrated here, but he's wasting no time. Another bitter end attempt thwarted by Xander Slate. Alabama slam, lays him down hard. Back up to his feet. Xander Slate helps him. Puts him down. What comes next? Take the kick. 1, 2. Jay Young kicks out Xander Slate. Gonna take a page out of his playbook. Immediately looking for it again. Take the kick. Say goodnight, Jay Young. 1, 2, 3. Xander Slate secures the dub. Well, I'm sure that Shay Hoxton less than thrilled to see that outcome, but he doesn't have very much time to be upset because it's time for our main event. It's time for the triple threat match for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. 'Tis time indeed, my fine feather friends, for our main event of the evening here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. Showdown at the Senate 2, presented by none other than that man right there, the former President of the United States of America, Shay Hoxton, who, of course, cashed in some favors, pulled a couple of cheeky strings in order to find himself behind the general manager's desk here tonight and last night. Madison Wright forced to take an evening or two as Shay Hoxton putting together, which, again, I will say it has been a very entertaining event, but certainly flexing his power, and especially evident here in our main event, guys, booking this triple threat match for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, forcing Bloody Justice to defend not only against himself, but against Richard Jelani as well. We know this is virtually going to be a handicap match. Hoxton said as much himself last night. He said, Jelani, I made this matchup so that no matter what, you will leave DC as undisputed World Heavyweight Champion once again. There's no way, no how. I will ensure it. So Bloody Justice prepared to walk into this matchup and defend his beloved championship and what he knows is going to be a handicap match. What he knows is going to be no easy feat. It's going to be a mountain to climb. The deck thoroughly stacked against him. The odds far from in his favor, but it's all to make that man right there undisputed World Heavyweight Champion once again, because it was, of course, absolution that Richard Jelani, guys, beat Bison. He did it. He pinned the Barbarian to win the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, but just as he was going to hold the championship, didn't even get the opportunity to actually have the championship in his hands before Josh Omega attacked him from behind, took the championship, knocked him upside the head, and that's when Bloody Justice decided was the time to cash in Money in the Bank, and so he did, and became the new undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. But now that Shay Hoxton is back, he says he's going to right that wrong here tonight. So will Richard Jelani become a two-time undisputed World Heavyweight Champion? I mean, it's essentially a foregone conclusion, guys. I don't want to count out Bloody Justice. I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I want to say there's some way, somehow, that he can leave here tonight still the champion, but if you're a betting man, it would be unwise to slide your chips into the corner of Bloody Justice. But even still, here he comes, not backing down from the challenge that lies in front of him. And that's what Bloody Justice is all about. That's what he's always been about. It took him so long, years and years, countless opportunities slipping through his finger to finally become undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Now in his very first defense of the championship, it might all go down the drain in an instant, thanks to Shay Hoxton. I don't know, guys, if this is actually Bloody Justice showing up for this matchup here. We know Bloody Justice warned Shay Hoxton that perhaps another entity would be showing up to this matchup. We have not seen him in a long, long time, years even. But I believe here tonight, when he needs him most, Bloody Justice has released Arachnio, the spider deity that exists within Bloody Justice, has been let out to play here tonight. Arachnio returns to CMV to defend the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship for Bloody Justice. The entire arena shrouded in a dark and eerie red to signal the arrival of Arachnio. Look at those eyes. Or better yet, don't look at those eyes. Shay Hoxton and Richard Jelani both watching from ringside. They are not liking what they're seeing here. But Shay Hoxton put and Jelani in this predicament. The question is, will Arachnio be enough? A triple threat match here in our main event for the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, guys. That means that Bloody Justice, he won't even have to be involved in the decision here to lose his championship. Hoxton said it himself, if nothing else, if all else fails, he will lay down and allow Richard Jelani to pin him. Jelani didn't seem too excited about that prospect. But Hoxton saying that's a last-ditch effort. That's an emergency situation. Bloody Justice, or better yet, Arachnio, stepping up to the plate for what is going to be the fight of his life, guys, and it's all for that. The Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, the crown jewel here in CMV. Arachnio, Shea Hoxton, Richard Jelani. It's time to get it on. We're going to find out who's going into a 7-11 to challenge, or I should say to defend, rather, the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, and immediately, not wasting any time, man, not even 30 seconds into this matchup, and we see Shea Hoxton and Richard Jelani ganging up on the Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Jelani, cannonball senton into the corner after Hoxton. Oh, Jelani already going for a pin attempt. Hoxton gonna park himself a seat at ringside, allow Jelani to go to work. Yeah, we knew this was coming. I want to pretend to be shocked, but we knew. Hoxton literally said it himself, point blank period, last night. This is going to be a handicap match. I only put myself in this match to help you if you need it, to ensure that you leave as Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. Richard Jelani. Big old fisherman suplex, tossing Justice overhead, as Hoxton has comfortably parked a seat at ringside. And at least for the time being, this has become a one-on-one match. Arachnio, Irish Whip, sends Jelani down to the outside. And of course, in a triple threat match, guys, that also means no countouts, no disqualifications. And Bloody Justice going for the steel steps. He needs all the help he can get here in this situation, so I do not blame him. Big old headbutt by the Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion. And again, one more time, taking him off his feet. And stay out here and play as long as they want, but you can only win by pin or submission in this matchup. In the ring, rams Jelani lower back first into the barricade. Shea Hoxton making sure that all other threats, potential threats that could get themselves involved in this matchup were taken care of last night and tonight. The rest of the arsenal of Justice, Josh Omega, Bison, Blake Virtue, ensuring that there would be no outside interference, that no one would be able to come out here and sway the result of this matchup one way or the other. Oh, look at that. Bloody Justice goes for the pin, but Hoxton jumps up onto the apron, distracting the referee. I don't think that would have been enough to end the match anyhow, but even still. Again, this is a triple threat match. Hoxton has just decided to keep out of it, at least for now. And Bloody Justice going to grab himself a kendo stick. Tries to whack Richard Jelani in the gut with it, but the Juggernaut instead tries to catch on the rebound. No such luck. Picked up now, walked into the corner, out into the middle of the ring like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. And now an elbow right across the side of the head. One more time. Tries for a knee drop, but Jelani able to maneuver to safety. Northern Lights suplex. Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship on the line here. Whoever leaves this triple threat matchup, whoever leaves Washington, D.C. with the Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, all but guaranteed to walk into a 7-11 as the defending champion. These three men know that. Shea Hoxton said, my time as a competitor is not much longer. You know, maybe I got a couple years, maybe a few more years, but I'm getting older, you know, and I've done just about all there is to do at this point in my wrestling career. And telling Richard Delaney, I want you. I want to leave a legacy. I want you to be the next me, the next Shay Hoxton. I want you to be the man that's feared, that strikes fear into the hearts of men, that people despise, hate. They spit at you when you walk by. Every time your name is mentioned, they become nauseous. That's what Shay Hoxton wants for Richard Delaney. And the Juggernaut seems to be a bit hesitant, but at the same time, look at what Hoxton has afforded him, has given him this opportunity to become undisputed heavyweight champion once again. And here's Shay Hoxton back into the ring as Bloody Justice is starting to dominate. Hoxton has seen enough. Again, this is a triple threat match. So Hoxton coming to try to give Delaney the opportunity to catch his breath. Delaney breaking the kendo stick over the knee of Bloody Justice as Hoxton chokes him out in the corner. No disqualifications. And now that Hoxton has given Delaney the upper hand, goes into the pin. Only a 2 count though. Big overhand punch, guys. What chances Arachnio stand? I mean, we just saw as he was starting to gain control, as he was starting to really do some damage on Richard Delaney. In came Hoxton to turn the tide, to deliver the upper hand to Richard Delaney once again. Rolls out onto the apron. Back into the ring, though. Delaney was thinking about taking a big risk off the top rope there, but decided against it. As now he goes to ringside. Perhaps going to grab those steel steps. Indeed, he does. Arachnio waking himself up. Look at this, lying in wait despite the situation he's in. Daring Richard Delaney to take his best shot, and so he does. Another close 2 count for the Juggernaut. Steel steps now. In the middle of the ring. Very ominous position there. Bloody Justice, shades of his sister Joy with the go-home driver. Arachnio for Bloody Justice. Sisters Joy! Sisters Joy! Into the pin, but again, Shay Hoxton not even giving him a 1 count in the ring to break up the pin. Hoxton doing absolutely all he can to ensure Delaney leaves here tonight as the undisputed world heavyweight champion. But Arachnio continues to fight. Now, Hoxton back to ringside as Delaney grabs the steel steps, putting them in position. Hoxton going to go and collect the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Hoxton making sure to keep Arachnio busy as Delaney with the steel steps right to the side of Arachnio's head. And now Hoxton once more back into the corner as Delaney just drops the steel steps off to the side. Back suplex, dropping the champion right on his neck, down onto the floor. Absolutely sickening. Now Delaney just slowly gets back into the ring. He knows that's the only place he can pin or submit Arachnio here. Hoxton chatting it up with the referee. As Arachnio able to drop Delaney in the corner. Snake Eyes gonna blind him. Elbow drop incoming. Delaney able to get out of the way though. Now running down the undisputed heavyweight champion, tosses him into the corner. Grab those steel steps. Hoxton fiddling with the top turnbuckle now. Maybe he thinks there's disqualifications. I'm not sure, but this is a triple threat match. There are no DQs. Maybe he's just a bit infatuated with this referee. I mean, she's not a bad-looking gal. Hoxton's a bit of a player, you know. And knowing Shay Hoxton, I would not be surprised at all if perhaps this referee was specifically instructed to look the other way, to perhaps assist Delaney and Hoxton in any way. I don't want to cast shade on this ref, but from what we know from experience when it comes to Shay Hoxton, he doesn't mind putting money in the pockets of officials here in CMV. He's done it time and time again. Arachnio once again in control, but not for long. Able to counter that attempted backbreaker. Tries to go for a clothesline, though. Arachnio from behind. Oh, damn it. I think the back of Delaney's head smacked right off the steel steps there, even knocking them out of the ring, such force. Irish whip sends him off the ropes. Pop-up going to catch him into a German suplex bridge to pin. Will we have a new undisputed heavyweight champion? 2.5, no more than that, though. No matter what Jelani tries here, no matter how many times Hoxton gets involved, Jelani just cannot put Arachno down for the count. And Hoxton looking like he's maybe getting a bit frustrated as he watches from ringside. He's done absolutely all he can. There is literally nothing more he possibly could have done to ensure that Jelani leaves here tonight as the undisputed heavyweight champion. Literally nothing more he could have done. And yet, even still, Jelani struggling to actually put Arachno down, to actually get the job done. I mean, Hoxton has pretty much pushed him right up to the finish line. All he has to do is skip over it. But Arachno's not making that easy. Power bomb right down onto the floor. Far from a soft landing there for the Juggernaut. But Jelani capture suplex, giving Bloody Justice his receipt. Back into the ring. Gonna grab those steel steps first. Jelani infatuated with the steel steps here in this matchup. Arachno waiting for him, instantly pounces on top of him. Irish whipping on the rebound, goes low. Beautiful power slam. He looked back at Shea Hoxton to make sure he wasn't going to try to hop back into the ring. It's a good thing Arachno taking the place of Bloody Justice here, because spiders have 8 eyes, and he certainly needs them. 4 to keep on Shea Hoxton, 4 to keep on Richard Jelani. But even the Spider God might not be enough. Might not be enough to see Bloody Justice leave here tonight still the undisputed heavyweight champion. Bloody Justice, vintage spinning tombstone pile driver into the pin to retain. 1, 2, no help from Hoxton this time, but Jelani luckily able to kick out on his own. 2.999 though, that was a close call right there. Now with the steel steps in hand, Arachno bashing Jelani upside the head, not once, not twice. Looks like a 3rd time, but Jelani able to water the way that time. Knocking the steps out of the hands of Arachno, dropping them on his head. Jelani gonna act quickly. Well, he's got the opportunity. 110th Street Slam into the pin. We're gonna have a new champion in Richard Jelani. Here at Showdown at the Set It 2, man, but as close as it gets, no cigar. For the Juggernaut, who now has the steel steps himself. Right to the side of Arachno's head. And again, keeping him down, but Arachno will not stay down. This Jelani just waiting with fire in his eyes. But Arachno able to fire off an elbow to the gut. Twist of fate. Down in the middle of the ring, undisputed heavyweight championship on the line. Arachno sizing up his prey. Saying, even after all you've done, I'm still standing. Arachno saying, if you're going to take me down here tonight, it ain't going to be easy. Round and around, Jelani went right there. Making him a bit nauseous. Oh, geez, big fucking toss, knocking Arachno up into the air. Now grabs a steel chair, courtesy of Shea Hoxton, tries to utilize it. As Hoxton once again pounding around with the referee. Arachno, though, not going to give Jelani the opportunity to use that steel chair provided to him by Hoxton. Sister's Joy a second time into the pin to retain, but Hoxton, god damn it. God damn it. And now Hoxton talking some shit to Arachno. Giving Jelani all the time he needs to get back to his feet. Hoxton with the steel chair in hand now. Saying if Jelani can't get it done, he'll do it himself. You know what they say. Don't count on anyone else but yourself. Jelani into the pin, but still it's not enough. Now you can see Hoxton getting more and more frustrated. Like, what more do I have to do, man? What more do I have to do? Holding his forearm to the throat of Arachno, choking him out again. No disqualifications. The referee can't do anything about it. Not that she even would if she could. Hoxton getting rid of the steel steps. Arachno tries to roll to the outside, trying to give himself at least a couple of seconds to catch his breath, but Delaney hovering over him as Hoxton watches from the ring, tossing him off to the side. Grabs that steel chair, brings it down, or at least tries to bring it down onto the knees. Busted open now as Delaney off that big boot, and Hoxton again has to intervene. As Arachno starts to gain the upper hand. Hoxton with some cheeky jabs, keeping Arachno distracted. Delaney from behind. Sidewinder suplex, dropping him on the back of his head. Back into the room we go. Shea Hoxton watching as Delaney hoists up the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Delaney throwing Arachno into Hoxton. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but Hoxton off the ropes, sliding German suplex, the back of Arachno's head. Good Lord. And wait a minute. That sets Arachno up. Delaney, Emerald Fusion, new champ, it's gotta be, no! And Hoxton can't believe it. You can see the disappointment on his face. What does he have to do for Delaney to leave here tonight? The new undisputed world heavyweight champion. Delaney takes out Arachno. Hoxton, 21, that son of a bitch, 1, 2, 3, we have a new champion, that son of a bitch, Shea Hoxton, catching Delaney off guard from behind with the 21, and Hoxton with the steal of the century, tossing the ref out of the ring. Doesn't want to share his spotlight in any way, shape, or form. Shea Hoxton said enough. Richard Delaney couldn't get the job done, so Hoxton got the job done himself. We have a new undisputed world heavyweight champion here in the nation's capital. And his name is Shea Hoxton.